What's going on YouTube? Y'all know who it is. Johnny JRTProductions, JRT Pride Squad, salute. So I want to show you guys a picture of a vehicle that I saw on my trip to North Carolina that I observed, and we're just going to talk about this, okay? I know that people have touched on this subject before. This is my personal opinion, okay? So I'm going to let y'all see this picture, and we're just going to dissect it and, and just talk about it. So, it's a Porsche Cayenne. Without further ado. Okay, let's see it again. All right. So, first and foremost, disclaimer, I just want to go on and say that I'm not knocking anybody who has, anybody's vehicle, what they're driving, because, I don't know. That's your car. You do what you want to do to it. If you like it, that's all that matters, ultimately. But I feel like, I can express myself, in my personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion. So, we're going to start off with this. So, it's a beautiful car. It is. It is clearly a Dodge Challenger TA. So, something... Alright, let's just go and address the elephant in the room. Fuck it. Just get it out there. First thing I notice is there is a Hellcat symbol on the side. Much respect, salute to the Hellcat owners. And, it's a beautiful car. It really is. But something's just not quite sitting right with me on this picture. So if we really look at the picture, I want to go out on and say, shout out to Dodge for the subtle differences in the different trim levels. Because there's levels to this thing. Okay, so first things first, like we said, the Hellcat symbol on the side. It's a nice symbol, but that is not a Hellcat. Number one reason, and it could be somebody else's number one, but I'm just going to go and point it out. First thing I thought of when I saw this picture, when I saw this car, as I was driving in the rain, I said, man, that's a nice car. Oh, that thing is clean. And I see a Hellcat symbol on the side, and then I see the TA on the side. So as I'm looking at the TA, I'm thinking back, in my dissection of, the cosmetic modifications that I've done versus looking at all the other cosmetic modifications, or, just cosmetics of different things on different cars of Challengers. So I noticed that the TA is on the side. So first of all, the Hellcat does not come in a TA. It does not come in a TA, okay? And I cannot stress this enough again. This is just my personal opinion. Whose ever car this is, bruh, it's a nice car. I really like it. I don't know. Okay. Hellcats do not come in TAs. Maybe he wanted to be the first one with a Hellcat TA. He trying to get somebody's attention. Yeah, you damn sure did that. First and foremost. Second of all, okay, if you have this is obviously, just looking at the picture, I see that it has a SRT lip on the front. That's one of the things that I noticed. Second of all, I noticed, looking at the wheels, there are Brembo brakes. So this is definitely, unless this car is heavily modified, I can tell that this is definitely not a V6 TA. So it is definitely, I give it a 392. It's got to be a 392 because the 5.7s don't come with Brembos, even in the Daytonas. Okay, so those are, the major things that I noticed that were like, okay, I know it's not a Hellcat because Hellcats don't come in TAs, but I know it's not a V6 either because it has Brembo brakes and it has a lip on the front, unless you swapped it out and did everything to your car like I did to mine. So that's something that I see. And then the other thing I want to really point out is, I guess, in the Mopar community, when you have these Challengers and Chargers, and you have different trim levels, and you kind of understand the difference between a 392 and a Scat Pack and a TA. They all have, you know, very similar features. The biggest thing is, you know, they're all 6.4 liters. That's what everyone notices, but there are small differences, you know, that point out, that make the cars, those three things different. There are people who take it very serious, probably more serious than they should take it and what people think they should take it. But there are also people who, you know, just, hey, they have the car, it's fun. You know, I mean, and they say, hey, that's a nice Dodge Challenger. What kind is it? Oh, that must be a Hellcat. But they don't really know, like, the features and differences that a Hellcat has. And, you know, people just don't take it as serious as other people. In my case, I don't take it as serious, but I take it a little serious, just a little bit. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, man, that's a dope car, that's clean. But then I see a Hellcat on the side, I'm like, why did you do that? Like, rep what you have. Be happy with where you are and what you have in life. Please do not do it to yourself. To have a nice car, you got a 392, it's definitely a 392. Represent that, you know what I'm saying? Like, flaunt that. Just boast on that itself. The 485 horses that you are pushing. Flaunt that. But don't jump to the extreme of saying it's a Hellcat, and there's no such thing as a Hellcat TA. This bothers me because it's just, I don't know, it's slick disrespectful. It is slick disrespectful, and I can't stress this enough, man, because it's like, people work hard to get these cars, and people, you know, I don't know, it's just toys to some people, you know, they just play or whatever like that. But this person's obviously not knowledgeable of, you know, Challengers, trim levels, and I don't know, just Mopar period. Because that combination in itself, even, I think honestly, if it didn't have the TA stripes on it, probably could have got away with it a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Even the black hood, I think it has a black hood on it. Even with the black hood, I think you could get away with that a lot easier than you can, you know, with just having a big TA stripe on the side. I don't know. And y'all, look, man, like I said, man, whoever's car this is, yo, I'm not no disrespect, man, I love your car, it is a great car, but bruh, I'm just gonna let you know, I don't know, maybe somebody has already let you know, but I'm just gonna let you know, it's like, this is not something that you do. Like, man, please, if you have a V6 and you want to slap a RT or a Hemi on the side, you know, it's like, okay, you might be able to get away with it, but don't do anything exhaust wise, because people will easily be able to tell the difference. You know, because the V6s and the RTs, they have the same type of brakes, they have the same type of fascias. Everything is pretty much the same with the V6s and the RTs. You know, everything pretty much is the same except what's under the hood. No one will be able to tell you had an RT or a V6 if you had a Hemi, or if you don't have a Hemi on the side. I mean, take Modern Muscle for instance. He pulled a Hemi off on his. People don't know necessarily that it's an RT unless they look at the front emblem that he has, or, you know, they hear his Corsa exhaust. That's it. So that I can justify. But when you're jumping from, I don't know, I just don't feel like you can justify jumping from, you can't jump up to a Hellcat. You can't up badge to a Hellcat. I don't think that is possible to do. As far as, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not, because the whole front fascia of a Hellcat is different. And I was looking at the car and I'm like, all these differences just flooded my mind. Like, it's like, okay, Hellcat's big thing, front fascia is totally different. They don't have fog lights. This car has fog lights. Okay, yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's just a lot of differences, but I just want to say to this owner of this car, yo, you have a nice car. I really, really like it. Man, if you happy with your car, bruh, drive it, please, man. Hey, by all means, drive it. Have a good time in it, man, because I know it's a nice car and you got to be loving it. It looks great. If you ever went to a car show, they would eat you alive. But just in general, I'm just going to say to people, I personally, in just my opinion, don't up badge like that. Not that high. Not that high. Okay, if you want to up badge to a RT and you have a V6, you might be able to get away. Slick might be able to get away with that if you keep your exhaust stock factory. You know, slap a Hemi on the side, slap a RT in the front. You know, you might be able to get away with it. But as far as jumping from a 392, there's no way you could jump up to a Hellcat unless you're just around people who really don't know Challengers and cars, period. Alright, but anyway, I'm about to cut this video off. Listen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of this picture and what you think of this up badging, period. And I just really had to just put this out there, and it's no disrespect to like I said, no disrespect to the guy that's driving the car. You have a nice car, man, you really do. But I mean, I just wanted to express my feelings about it. So yeah, y'all drop a comment below, you know, talk about it. Let's chop it up. If this is your first time at the channel, man, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, y'all. This is JRT Productions. If you're on social media, follow me on on Instagram at JRTProductions3. If you're on Snapchat, J_rocks3. And man, y'all bless up. Y'all have fun out here, man. And as you can see, man, it's a beautiful Saturday. I'm on my way to class. Got my car cleaned up. Got it looking good. The lip is looking great. Yeah, and also the mod review series is still going on. I just, you know, been living, you know. So I'm gonna get back with y'all on that, man. But it's Johnny here, JRT Productions. Y'all hold it down. Peace.